everybody, back to the Sign Guy Sideshow. With me right now, this young man right here. If you don't know him yet, you will very, very soon. Next couple of years, 3, 4, you'll see this young man doing very, very big things. The son of WWE legend and now Hall of Famer, Kerry Morton. Kerry, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir. A pleasure to be on the show.
Kerry, let's just get right into it. I mean,
sure.
First of all, your dad's going into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yes, sir.
And that's got to be, growing up, pretty much, I mean, you're pretty much born in wrestling, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, every day.
For the last few years, I've seen you off and on bouncing in all over rings and stuff, and
yes,
I have no doubt that we won't see big things from you in the future.
Well, I definitely hope to. I'd love to pursue this as a career in my life. Wrestling has always, like you said, been a part of my life.
Absolutely.
To my grandfather, to my father, and now to myself. So I would love to pursue it one day as a job, make the money, and enjoy wrestling in front of all the fans.
You do a lot at the school to help your dad out, training with you all have a lot of young, up-and-coming talent coming out of the school.
Yes, sir.
Some guys I've had on the show already with the Cross Brothers. Then there's the Castros. A guy that a lot of people may not know yet, Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick.
And Draco.
Yeah, definitely.
I think of some other guys that you got down there. The Dooley brothers. The
Doolies. Yeah.
You have a lot of young, up-and-coming talent down there, and it's just... if people haven't started following the YouTube channel yet, they really need to. And then not only with the YouTube channel, but also with the wrestling events that you all run from time to time at the school itself and at other venues. You all have a lot of great things going on. That's what I've always, been trying to do my part to promote the school and help get the word out. And with a lot of with a lot of the stuff that you guys are doing, it's great. I mean, the school's putting on a great product, and I just like, man,
thank you.
It's awesome. But let's just go ahead and get right into it. You're going to Orlando with your dad for the WWE Hall of Fame induction. How do you feel going in this?
It's definitely something that every time I think about it, I get butterflies.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's about my dad and Robert.
Absolutely.
And the Rock and Roll Express into the 2017 Hall of Fame. That's a pleasure. It was a pleasure. When I heard the news, I broke down in tears. Honestly.
Absolutely,
I was so happy for him, and because that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted, and he kept on, and he was striving. He said, "I'm gonna make the Hall of Fame. I promise you that, son." I said, "Yes, sir," and surely he did. And I'm so excited for him. And the boys at the wrestling school are absolutely just contagious, and all the awesome positivity and everything like that. And it's definitely something exciting, a new journey.
Coming from somebody that grew up on. I'm 35 years old, and I grew up on the Rock and Roll Express.
Yes, sir.
And that's just to see somebody that I grew up watching when I was younger than you till now I'm in my 30s. Man, it gives me chills just to think about it. This guy somebody that I've watched my entire life is finally getting what he deserves.
Well,
it's awesome.
Really, thank you on behalf of him. Of course, if he were here at this moment, he would definitely say the same thing. He's so grateful, and one thing I always I love about him the most is of course he's my father.
Absolutely.
But he always he's super humble about it.
Yeah.
And if I were definitely kind of putting myself in his shoes, I couldn't be that humble. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Let's go. But he's definitely humble about it, and he enjoys the experience of just doing this new journey with the WWE.
I think one of the interesting things with the Hall of Fame this year is this is probably one of the happiest times I've been about the Hall of Fame itself. From your dad and Robert going in to finally one of my personal favorites throughout my lifetime, Rick Rude, is finally going in.
Yes.
This is just going to be a great. I feel like this is going to be a great Hall of Fame induction, and I can't wait to see who inducts your dad and Robert.
There's definitely a bunch of names thrown out there. I mean, there's some awkward names to say the most, but it's coming down to the last final.
There's some rumors circulating who it could be.
It definitely is, and there's some finals coming in, so he's limiting his choices. Also,
and then another. Talk about going back to school. Another tool that you all have added down there is Beautiful Bobby.
Yes, we have. We had Beautiful Bobby Eaton there, and he went home for a little bit, but he's coming back. But Bobby has so much things that he can't necessarily explain. He gets in the ring. He said, "All right, you do this and you do this.
Right.
And you work it and you work it until you get it right. Until I say you're good."
Yeah.
So Bobby has always meant the life to me, because that was my favorite wrestler. And you know, feuding with my dad back in the day when I wasn't even thought of in the process. Right. It was so cool just to watch some of those tapes and watch Bobby Eaton do his thing.
I think one of the cool things too is since you know they announced your dad and Robert going into the Hall of Fame, is they use a lot of like classic content that they put onto the WWE network.
That's right.
And it's great just going back and watching some of that stuff, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen like the Rock and Roll Express feuding with the Midnight Express, and just that was just like the feud. That was like the feud. Growing up for me, that was it.
Definitely was. And you know, from my experience from learning from all the fans and his fan base, was the feud of the Midnight Express versus the Rock and Roll Express. And it was something cool having the WWE Network. I get to go back and watch all those classic films.
Absolutely.
You know, to watch the Midnight Express clash off with the Rock and Roll Express and see which one, this hour Broadway, what would happen. So
absolutely.
It's an awesome experience for sure.
Well, Kerry, I'll let you get back at it. We still got a lot of action left here at WVCW.
Sure.
Man, I'm glad you took out the time to hang out with me here. Hopefully one day we'll be able to talk your dad into hanging out on the show for a little while for an interview. And hopefully I'll get down to the school at some point to check out.
Well, thank you very much for having me on your show.
Absolutely.
I definitely enjoyed the Sign Guy podcast for sure.
Thank you, sir.
I want to tell all of you to definitely check this out at the Sign Guy podcast. Definitely check it out. My father and I have listened to it before. Not going to lie to you about that. Thank you guys very much for having me on this show, and I enjoyed this very much.
Thank you, Kerry.